The world's richest pets. Owners of incredible mansions, luxury cars, and exorbitant wealth. I'm not talking about any magnate, but pets spoiled at a multi-million-dollar level. Find out today what they do with all that money. Number 10. Pontiac, a very lucky dog. There's a benefit to being a famous and legendary actress's pet, so this golden retriever is one of the luckiest dogs in Hollywood. His owner is none other than Betty White, a talented comedian, actress, ex-model, and pet lover who considers Pontiac a loyal pet and her soulmate. So much so that she has included him in her will with a trust fund of $5 million. Even though her family doesn't like the idea, Betty said he has stuck with her through thick and thin, so that's a way to reward him. Did you know that you can purchase a mansion with that amount of money? Anyway, lucky dog. Number 9. Conchita, the Chihuahua. Some actions speak louder than thousands of tickles in the tummy, and Conchita knows so. She's the main star in her eccentric owner's love, socialite Gail Posner, who left Conchita an $8.3 million mansion in her will in Miami Beach and a $3 million fund, so her total net worth is $11.3 million. When Gail was still alive, she didn't stop spoiling her pet with expensive gifts such as diamond necklaces and even fur coats, capturing the media's interest. Unfortunately, after her death, her only child tried to revoke the will whatever happens, so that the dog gets nothing. A selfish act or a lucid moment? What do you think? Number 8. Blackie, a symbol of good luck. Are black cats unlucky? I'm pretty sure you will change your mind after this. Blackie is one of the 15 cats that lived in a mansion with British millionaire Ben Rhea, and those who knew him said he enjoyed much more the company of these felines than that of people. As Ben died in 1988, Blackie inherited a $12.5 million fortune, becoming the world's wealthiest cat as confirmed by Guinness World Records. He loved this cat so much that he even refused to include his own family in his will. What's more, he distributed his wealth to cat charities, and his relatives didn't like such distributions at all. But of course, he didn't care about that. There's no doubt that those who love animals deserve it all. Number 7. Tomasino, the aristocrat cat. From begging on the streets to being royalty. That's the story of this kitten who owns a large fortune now and has inherited over $13 million. This blessed feline went from living on Italian streets to being adopted by Maria Assunta C., who belongs to the Italian aristocracy and is wealthy. She didn't hesitate about giving him all her love and a bit more. As Maria turned 92, she decided to leave her fortune to Tomasino since she didn't have relatives to share her money with. So her attorneys recommended designating the cat the only deserving one of her millions. An animal association or a person worthy of Tomasino's care had to be in charge of the wealth management, so Maria's nurse was designated the person who could have all the money to meet the needs of the aristocrat. After these cats, do you still think that black cats are unlucky? Number 6. Jigoo, the classy chicken. If you think that only dogs or cats are ideal pets, you're wrong. This Scots dumpy has inherited nothing but $15 million. Just as you heard it, this chicken's owners appreciated and loved her so much that when they died, they left a vast fortune for her without thinking twice. But this chicken couldn't use all the money in grains, could she? As British magnate Miles Blackwell and his wife decided to retire and leave the city life, they moved to the British countryside to raise sheep and chickens that were practically their children. They didn't have biological children or close relatives, so they decided to make Jigoo the beneficiary of their fortune. But their philanthropy didn't stop there. They also left $42.5 million in trust to benefit art, music, and animal welfare. Number 5. Sadie, Sunny, Lauren, Layla, and Luke, Mom's Pack. For Lady O, her pets are the most precious thing, and she has shown it in the most peculiar way. Oprah Winfrey's 5 puppies, Luke and Layla, Golden Retrievers, Sadie, Cocker Spaniel, Sunny and Lauren, Springer Spaniel, are leading a privileged life, full of luxury and, of course, so much love.
Good girl. Good girl. You know you love it.
She showed her love by leaving the dogs $30 million in her will. That's right, according to the Compare the Market website, these lucky dogs are insured with a sky-high trust fund by the time the famous talk show host passes away. So, you now know, better think twice when you're told you have a dog's life. Number 4. Kalu, a spoiled chimpanzee. This unusual pet didn't always live in luxury and pampering. After being rescued by the English aristocrat Patricia O'Neill, who noticed the chimpanzee was tied to a tree, Kalu had a full life and was pampered for 37 years in a South African country estate. Now she owns over $90 million, and a farm in Australia that she inherited from the eccentric Mrs. O'Neill. Since Patricia's passing, the Monkey Town Primate Center looks after Kalu so she can coexist with others of her own kind. Though by having all that amount of money, who would like to have a regular primate life? But there's something more in this story. She got the inheritance not only for being Patricia's loyal friend, but after an infidelity scandal, the aristocrat decided to leave her husband out of her will and replace him with the chimpanzee. The king is dead. Long live the king. Number 3. Olivia Benson, the cat from the commercials. This cat is not only famous for the commercials she has starred in, but her owner is none other than Taylor Swift, recognized as the most successful young artist in the music industry. So this means this cat couldn't be left behind. Unlike the other animals in this top 10, this Scottish fold, apart from being pampered by Taylor, has built a $97 million fortune. Well, working for Coca-Cola and Ked Shoes doesn't generate low incomes, does it? But fame has helped the cat to increase her wealth more and more. Along with her little sister Meredith, they travel to every place their owner goes, and her desires are satisfied every time. That's where she takes the opportunity to make million-dollar contracts and be even more famous than her owner. Happy, loved, and millionaire. What more can a pet ask for to be happy? Bonus. When it comes to fortunes, we can't leave this majestic mammal out. Bart the Bear, too, is a famous actor who has been making movies for over 20 years, has gained a reputation in Hollywood, and appears in more movies and series than you think. If you've watched Game of Thrones, you should have seen him fighting with the protagonists. But what we must recognize is that his work has earned him a net worth of $6 million. Have you saved at least a quarter? Number 2. Grumpy, the richest grumpy cat. Something that makes cats famous is the internet, and this one is the most famous of all. Tardar Salsa, his real name, is also well known in the meme world. His grumpy face has gotten him millions of followers on social media and even his own film titled Grumpy Cat's Worst Christmas Ever. This kitten is cute, isn't he? Having a contract with Friskies, which is a food cat company, and publishing 2 books has earned him a net worth of about $100 million. Exactly as you heard it. And even if his owner says this is not an exact amount, this grumpy, lucky cat manages a nothing small fortune. The truth is, although these millions are not exact, money is money and fame is fame, and this fancy kitten has both things, which is something that only a few can boast about. Unfortunately, this renowned character died in 2019 from a urinary infection, leaving a legacy of memes and a fortune for his owners. Spoiled and millionaire. You haven't seen it all yet. The next one will make you jealous and surprise you for sure. Number 1. Gunther IV, the world's richest dog. If you thought that abundance, mansions, and limos were only human things, you're wrong, and Gunther IV is the proof. This gorgeous German Shepherd has inherited nothing but $375 million from his father, Gunther III, who was also a very lucky dog that inherited such a fortune from his owner, the German Countess Carlotta Liebenstein. She didn't hesitate to make her pets happy even after her death by leaving them this millionaire inheritance. With all that money, the dog owns properties that include a villa in the Bahamas and a mansion in Miami. But if you think that he may be short of money, you're wrong, because the wise decisions of his owner have guaranteed that the fortune will continue to grow due to the large investments in successful businesses she made before her death. There's no doubt that this dog has been the luckiest in the dog world. Were you jealous of these pets? I was. Tell me in the comments what you would buy with all that money. And if you enjoyed the video, like it. And don't forget to subscribe to TrendMax. Here are other options for you to have a good time.